Hello, Danielle here, and welcome to the first episode of my weekend art journal series. As I'm posting this, it's already the end of April, and I've barely done anything in my art journal this year. My plan is to share my process at least 2 weekends a month. Today, I'm using my Dina Wakley Media Journal. I've had this one for a long time, and I only have a few pages done in it, so I thought that this would be great to start off this series. I normally gesso these pages, but I'm going to be using thin washes of acrylic that will have a watercolor effect. My goal is just to fill this journal up, and that's it. I just want to get back to experimenting and playing. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and sign up for my newsletter. I'll be sending out updates. These two stencils that I used are in my shop. I used the Dreamer stencil, and this is a newer stencil. I've had it out for a little while. It's the side profile stencil. I don't think I've used it on the channel before, and so I want to show you a way that you can use it and kind of customize it, because I know face stencils can look really stiff, and so I like to show ways that you can make them more realistic, make them more unique. One of the things that's prevented me from getting in my art journal is my overthinking. It's hard when you have a lot of ideas and you feel like you don't have a lot of time. Whenever I catch myself overthinking, I will open up my other sketchbooks and art journals. It always seems to do the trick to kind of get me through. Another thing that prevents me from creating is the fact that I'm a slow painter. And sometimes I feel like I'm behind. It takes me a long time to get through a page. And that's one of the reasons why I call it the Weekend Art Journal series, is because I want to embrace the pace that I work at. I want to embrace my slow process. I took 3 days to do this page, even though this is a 7-minute video. And I feel like it was the perfect pace for me. I hope this series will encourage you to take your time, but also give yourself a healthy deadline. So if you're starting a spread on Friday night, you can be finished by Sunday afternoon. Fear of the blank page is real. And for me, it's not necessarily the blank page. It's almost like when I'm halfway through and I'm like, oh, does this look like trash or not? Sometimes I'm working on a face, especially faces, they can really go wrong. They can go left. And so sometimes I'll be working and I'm like, is she going to pull through? Am I going to have to, paint this over black? Because that's what I do. When I don't like something, I just paint the whole thing black. And you have to let it come alive. You have to kind of work through it to see how it's going to turn out. And that's another reason why I like having other paintings around, so I can kind of feed off of those and grab ideas. I am being really careful with this paper because it cannot be overworked. You have to kind of paint it and let it go. I love the way this paper looks when you're doing wet into wet. Here is a portrait I did for a class I just released. It's a stencil class, and I will link it down below. And I just have that page open just as inspiration for the shadows in her face. They look kind of harsh now, but they will dry and blend really nicely into this paper. Sometimes I feel stuck because I'm trying to learn something new. And I have to remind myself that I'm going from a subject that I know inside and out to something that is really hard for me, like drawing the figure. That is really hard for me. When it doesn't come as quickly as I want it to, it kind of slows me down. And then I have to ask myself, like, what am I trying to do here? Like, I need time to practice. So what I like to do is bounce back and forth from something I don't know how to paint well, like hands or feet, to something that I love to draw, like flowers or owls. And those are things that I've been painting for years and drawing for years. So mixing those two together kind of balances out the craziness. If you follow me on Instagram, I have been posting my 100-day project. This is the first year I've done it where I've gotten past day 20. And one thing that makes me excited about it is trying out new color palettes, trying out colors I've never tried to combine or tried to use before. So, yes, it's challenging, but it's not so hard that I don't want to go back to it. And so sometimes I have to ask myself, how come I'm not really creating? And most of the time, it's something inside of my process. Yes, sometimes it's has to do with time, or maybe it has to do with how you're feeling. If you're feeling sick, sometimes I don't want to create if I'm not feeling well. But I learned over the past few months that my biggest issue with not creating art is something in my process. This year, my health hasn't been the best, so doing full out acrylic paintings is not working out for me. But doing more watercolor and acrylic washes, they're perfect. I feel like they fit my lifestyle right now, and I'm just running with it. I hope that this process was encouraging and inspiring to you. I hope that you head over to the shop and check out the stencils and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.